There's a small one, just spotted. There, pretty tiny. There's another one. They're small and fresh today, guys. There's another one right over here. Right up in there. See that one? A little gray one hiding down in there. Boy, them things are hard to find today. They're small and fresh. Gonna be delicious. Another tree I always never hear anybody talk about is a hackberry, but I always find them around them. Another hackberry. Another morel. They have a totally different bark than any other tree. It's like smooth, but it's got this raised ridge. Kind of reminds me like of how a topographical map or something is. But don't ever overlook them areas where there's a hackberry trees, because I always find them around them. They're common here in Ohio, but I mean they don't grow everywhere. But if you see them in your morel hunt, go look around them. Hackberry. Morel. There's a lot of these clumps of wild onions that grow in this area here. But if you can find the heaviest, thickest one in there, is what I like to do, and I can pop them out. And you got your whole onion. But I'm only gonna take like one, maybe two. These things are really strong, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of that to my cooking later, just to give it a little more flavor, different flavor. So how is everybody? I figured we'd just start off with some picking there, but now it's noon, and you know me, I gotta have some coffee. So, see what I can come up with here, but I don't know what I got. About, I don't know, 8 or 10 small morels right now. Grab a little piece of onion. This is just one of these little fire starter blocks. It's kind of a lot like them Esbit blocks and stuff. And I think that'll get me a cup of coffee. It's starting to get a little bit of a sprinkle, which is really probably good for mushrooms. It cooled off a little last night. Them ones I found seemed like they were super fresh. Try to get back, you're gonna get burnt. But they look good. I'll eat them a little bit later. Let's see. I just brought a cup. Heat my cup up like that. Quick and easy. Yeah, it's some rough hiking out here, but like I was showing you, the elm tree. Well, elm trees are good, but those hackberry trees, those are good. And I always try to get the south-facing slopes. Say this is a slope of the hill. You want to be looking at that side, and you're looking south that way. And that gets warm. Them areas get warmed up quicker. And around the dead trees and the elm trees, hickory trees, hackberry trees. And I'm finding them best out here wherever I can find some grass today, if there's grass in the woods. So that seems to work out pretty good for me today. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of a sprinkle now, so I think that'll be good. I'll get a break here, do some more climbing around. I think I'm gonna head back to where I was showing you all them ones, because I haven't done that well anywhere else yet. I'll mosey along and try to find some more, and then that is actually close to camp. Ty and I are gonna camp tonight. We already planned on it, and we'll cook up the mushrooms and stuff we got. I don't know what else we'll cook or whatever. I just brought some snacks and stuff for the day. But you guys want to stick around? We'll see what we can get into, and I'm just gonna have a cup of coffee for now and relax a little bit, take a break, get my energy back up, have a candy bar, and then we'll head on out, see what we can find. So stick around. I'll show you them. I should have showed you them fires. I don't have the box with me. I'll show you. It's just they come in a box at the grocery store or whatever. They're for starting your wood stove or fires or whatever. They just say fire starter on it. It's a little plastic package. They're in a box. It take a spark like nothing, fire right up, and you can use them to cook the whole cup of coffee or any kind of a small snack on. It's easy. You don't even have to process wood or anything if you have them. Alright. What are you doing, Ty? You found anything yet? Dad's found quite a few in this area. I think he's found, I don't know, a nice little sack full, him and my brother. They were found a lot bigger ones than I have. I got a buddy that's a few miles away. He found some yesterday, some nice big ones. Yeah, it's already pretty warm there. Just easier to carry a little less stuff sometimes when I'm out trying to get through all these hills. It's a lot of good exercise, but stick around, guys. We'll see what we can get into after I have me some coffee and take a little rest. Still quite a bit left there. This coffee's nice and hot too. So you can cook on them things a good little while, long enough to get your coffee boiling, and then there's still some left. You can actually half them or whatever you want. Stay back. Stay back, Todd. Up there. Get out of here. That's all. No. No. No, it's mine. Get your nose out of my food. No. Go find something to do. Go. I'll just flip that rock over when I'm done. Nobody's even been here. So as soon as I flipped my rock over and got my things together and got up, turned around, I found two of them. These are half-free morels, which they're just as good, but they're a little stemmier. And here's one laying right here, right beside it there. I imagine there's a bunch of them right here. I haven't even looked yet. I just spotted these two right off. These are always a nice find. Triple sponge. 4 of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. That one's doubled together. What's your step, Ty? Okay, there's a couple there. I spotted off from a distance. A half freeze. There's a bigger one. Then right up there. Where'd he go? Right there. There's one. Check that out, how that tree's lifted that rock, grown into it. Pretty cool. Another little half-free one. I just found a few more of them half-free morels. But all the half-free morels I found have been on the north side of the hill. I'm working my way back around to the south side, which I'm getting close now. As soon as I get around a few hundred yards, we'll be back on the south side. I'm hearing the turkeys again out there. Ty's getting up ahead of me though. She hasn't acted like she's heard him yet. I did find something here. Just a little tiny piece of a turtle shell. But something like that, that would be all you need for a bearing block if you was making a bow drill and you needed a bearing block. Something like that would be handy as could be. So, I'll try to explain this to you, my thinking on it again. It always works for me though, but that is the hill going up right beside me here. I mean, it goes a long ways down. I like it midways most of the time, but that is south, okay? So the sun comes from east to west, and this gets sun most of the time. So this over here, the ground gets warmer and stays warmer. And here's a dead tree. There's a hickory and a poplar there. But where'd it go? There it is. I'm back into the yellow sponge, or not yellow, but brown sponges. The morels again now. I'm out of the half-free ones. So hopefully we'll get a little more luck along here right now. Get a few more of these. So yeah, I mean, I know not everybody has the hills like this, but you have a south end of your woods. You know, you'll have a bend around in the woods. You want to get around in that south side. You want to look everywhere, but I always have better luck to anything that's facing south. Everything grows better over there, and when you're out early like this, the ground's warmer there, which the mushrooms need. I don't know exact temperature, but close to 50 degrees in the soil. And then when I'm looking, when I start off, I'm really looking towards the soil, you know. I'm not looking just, you know, scanning everywhere, but I really got to try to look towards the soil. And then once you start spotting a few, then they'll start popping out for you. So, Ty's gone missing now for, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes. There she is. I just seen her. I know what she did. She went down to camp and got on the cot and laid down. As I come by that way, she figured out where she was and ran down there, probably sniffing them mice. I bet she laid down a while. Here she comes. Where you been? Did you go down there and go to sleep? You getting tired yet? You ready to go home? There it is. Home sweet home. Got the old guard dog out there. What you doing, Ty? The old chair I need to get getting back to work on. I ain't got no fire, nothing going right now. But I think I'm gonna build a fire outside. It's pretty warm out, so I think we'll be good. I don't even build a fire inside tonight. Maybe a small one real late. Hungry, Ty? It's one of them little potato sacks and potato sacks I've been using. I keep it in my pocket all the time during the season. That way I'm always handy if I stop off on the side of the road somewhere at work or whatever. We got a pretty good little bunch of them here. It'll make a nice little meal, part of a meal. Make a few other things with it, but I'm gonna trim these up, clean them up. Some of these littler ones I don't like. I got my little hillbilly grease pot there to soak them in a while. Some of them dried up from being out most of the day, but like these little ones like this, I don't do nothing with them. I leave them just like they are, besides put them in the water to soak a while. But they dry up a little bit on you while you're out. Trim off them ends a little, and that was a nice gray. These two were the same size. I picked the one this morning and the one this afternoon. They're both grays. So you can see how much they shrink on you, but this will rehydrate them a little bit. Plus chase off. Most of these are so fresh, they don't have any bugs or anything. They're going to be good. But I'll get these all prepped up, cleaned up like this, and get a fire going, and we'll go from there. And we got our little onion there. Just peel them outer ones off, just like any other onion. Pinch that little root off. You don't take much of that stuff. That stuff's really strong, so you don't want to overdo it on them, that's for sure. I'm just going to throw that right in with the soak. I got a little bit of sea salt I had from Noodle Pack or something. I don't know where the heck it came from. We'll let them soak a little while I'm getting the fire going. It's raining out now, so I don't know. I really don't want to build a fire in here, but I will maybe if I need to. I can always leave the door wide open and all that, but it gets hot in here. This is a good tent for the winter. It got me through this winter, me and Ty, real well. Ty, sleepy? So there's another one of them little cubes. They're just little Duraflame, called Duraflame Fire Start cubes. There's 1,000,001 of them things, different kinds of things out there, but this one you can actually, cook for a minute on, like I did that coffee earlier, but they last a little while. And they're plastic and on a little wrappers, like a cellophane type stuff. It takes that spark right now, and I don't even think it'd matter if they got wet. I've never tried a wet one before, but it's just keeps sprinkling. I don't think it's gonna mount enough to. I'm gonna go ahead and try cooking out here. Get this thing going on here. So I took the mushrooms out and plated them, paper toweled them, let them, dry out a little bit. Just pat them dry. I got me some rice, heat and eat, garlic and olive oil rice here. While I boil me some water for my coffee, I'll heat that rice in there like that. I took some of my little potatoes and put them on a skewer stick and green stick, and I'll let them bake a while I'm doing all that. It won't take them much to soften up. And then we'll get to the mushrooms last, because they won't take but a minute to cook. Got a good boil going, so I'm gonna pull this rice off and set it right here on the rocks to stay warm. Get my coffee. Set the rest there to stay warm for my next cup. Turn the potatoes. Ready for some mushrooms. Just a little bit of Slappy Mama. I gotta have that on everything, it seems like. Yeah, potatoes are getting soft. I think I'll get them in there and cut them in half. Oh yeah. Get these mustards off to the cool edge here and give these potatoes a little bit of a crispy edge on them. Rice is nice and hot. Alrighty. Oh boy. Mmm. Oh boy. That's the stuff, guys. I know several of you mentioned how you like them sauteed in butter. I like them that way too. I'll tell you what. I like them several different ways. I like them with eggs and sauteed, deep fried. I like them any way I can get them. Oh wow. Mmm. Wow. So, I know you probably see videos where people find all them monster ones and tons of them and everything, and it happens, you know, but not all the time. In another couple weeks, if the weather holds out or gets back right again, I hear we got I say today's Saturday. I hear like Tuesday we're supposed to get a mix of snow and rain. So I don't know what that's gonna do to them. But usually like a second week. This is a third week of April. Second week of May, if you can get out and find them, and it gets humid and wet enough for them, they'll be big. They're not even hard to find. I mean, they're hard to find, but they're not like down under all that stuff and tiny like I've been showing you. They'll be bigger. I've found the monster ones, some decent ones, big yellow ones in May. I had them at one time that fit in my lunch cooler. I found them at work back behind the subdivision, and they bent inside my lunch cooler. I think I found like 6 of them that big, all at once, right together. That was crazy. But yeah, they do get like that, but not all the time. And if I find them like that, you'll be seeing them, that's for sure. But I find them just like this, about, somewhere around a couple dozen medium ones each time I go out or something. And they're well worth it. Not each time, no, I said that wrong. I strike out a lot too. Sometimes you don't find them. Yeah. The more time you put into it, the more you're going to get out, the more you're going to find. If you can hunt them every day, go do it. I get a little bit once in a while after work sometimes, or, you know, a day, sometimes 2 on the weekends. Sometimes I rush because, you know, I don't have the time, but I spend all the time I can in the woods, and I hope you can get out there and do that too. So, guys, this is getting a pretty long video. It was a nice little mushroom hunt. Me and Ty's gonna spend the night out here, and I got some potatoes left for, I'm gonna fry them for breakfast, a couple eggs, and I think I got some baked beans and one of them ready to eat packages you just boil in water if you want, or however you want to do it. I don't know, I got a few things in there. That's what we'll probably be having for breakfast, and we might look around a little more before we head out, see if we happen to score a big bunch of them or some big ones or something. But most times we head out pretty early, about daybreak. We got a long drive, and we sure do appreciate all of you. It's good hearing from you all the time, and good seeing you. Me and Ty really appreciate everybody, so take care and see you on the next one, everyone.